Ladies and fictional men, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Kit. As you can tell by the title, it's TBR time. This time we are going to be doing my TBR for the next 2 months. And so, I'm going to be picking, for the next 2 months, 6 books. Because my average is like 3 books a month. So let's just get it. I have added, I think, 2 or 3 new ones. First one is just yellow one. Yellow one. I can't see what it says. Is it? Read a book that has a vowel as the first letter in the title. This is literally one of my new ones. AEI. I know what book I'm going to pick. If we ever meet again. So the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And this one starts with I. So if we ever meet again, by Anna Wong, which is the first book in the If Love series. This is the blurb. 1 year, 2 opposites, and a love that will blindside and ultimately shatter them. She is an aspiring interior designer who dreams of falling in love. He's an ex-football star who thinks love is a con. She's a virgin and he doesn't do virgins. He's cocky, infuriating, and not her type. She wants the fairy tale, he wants freedom. Blake and Farrah shouldn't have fallen for each other the way they did. Totally, completely, and irrevocably. Kind of reminds me of that one line from Twilight. Because they're studying abroad in Shanghai and only have 1 year. Because forces at home threaten to rip them apart even if they don't know it yet. Oh no! And because eventually they must face the most heartbreaking lesson they'll ever learn. Sometimes even the greatest love can't conquer. And Hong, this better have a happy ending. If not, so help me. Anyway, next prompt is it's a thin one. Darn it, I can't do this one. Have first Snapchat AI give you a prompt. I can't do this one because I deleted Snapchat. Darn it. Right, I'll pick another one. I won't shake it. Oh, another yellow one. Oh wait, I think this might be a new one. Okay. I've only seen that it was upside down. There you go, it's a new one. Scroll on Pinterest and pick a random photo. If a book has to be the same vibes. Let's just go on Pinterest on my laptop. And don't worry, my eyes will be closed the whole time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it's this one. It's hours later because my tea happened. And then I watched My Fault London. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, the book I picked, that reminded me of the vibe of the Pinterest thing, because I said a classic, and I don't know why. This looks nothing like the picture, but I know this is a classic. The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. The blurb is 3 men fall in love with a beautiful street dancer, Esmeralda. The handsome Captain Phoebus, the wicked Archdeacon Frolan, the hunchback bellringer Quasimodo. As the romantic rivals compete for their beloved affection against the backdrop of the famous cathedral, a tale of villainous plots, dark passions, and heartfelt redemption unfolds. First published in 1831, The Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of the greatest love stories ever told, and an ambitious and evocative portrait of 15th century Paris. But I'm trying to go quickly because my phone's on 29% and it obviously needs to charge. Right, okay, there we go. I need like an easy one. There we go, it's a long one. What's this one? I'm not doing this one. This was Go on Netflix. I'm not doing that. I need an easy one. Okay, so it's yellow one. Please be easy. I can't remember. There you go. Read a book that reminds you of your favourite YouTuber. My favourite YouTuber is Zelda Shadow Lady. So pink. Pink. I have a pink book. Right, okay. Let me just... Right, okay. So this is Things We Hide from Flight. This is the book that made me think of her. However, it's the second in the series and I haven't read the first one yet. I'm going to put Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. But this is the book. So, I'm going to put both on. So then that way, if I read this one, I can read this one. Are they different? Okay, they're different people. Bearded bad boy Barbara Knox prefers to live his life the way he takes his coffee, alone, unless you count his basset hound, Waylon. Knox doesn't tolerate drama, even when it comes in the form of a stranded runaway bride. Naomi wasn't just running away from her wedding. She was riding to the rescue of her estranged twin to Knockmount, Virginia, around the edges town where disputes are settled for old-fashioned way with fists and beer, usually in that order. It's the thing that says Worth a Hurt Ride for Cowboy, or is that for a different series? Too bad for Naomi, her evil twin hasn't changed at all. Why am I imagining Elena and Catherine? After helping herself to Naomi's car and cash, Tina leaves her with something unexpected, at least Naomi didn't know she had. Now she's stuck in town, so it's basically a single mum. Oh my god, now she's stuck in town with no car, no job, no plan, and no home with an 11-year-old going on 30 to take care of. There's a reason Knox doesn't do complications or high-maintenance women, especially not for romantic ones. But since Naomi's life imploded right in front of him, the least he can do is help her out of the jam. And just as soon as she starts getting into new trouble, he can leave her alone and get back to his peaceful, solitary life. At least that's the plan until the trouble turns to real danger. That sounds really good. Things We Hide from Flight. Good guys don't fall for bad guys. Oh my god, it's reversed. Police Chief Nash Morgan is known for two things: being a good guy and for the way his uniform accentuates his rear end class. But two bullets put a dent in his southern charm. And now he's facing a criminal still on the loose, and a town full of citizens that consider the law more of a guideline. The last thing he needs is for leggy, smart-mouthed Lena Solovita moving in next door, making him feel things he doesn't have energy to feel. Lena is on a mission. As soon as she gets what she's after, she has no intention of sticking around. The town of Knockamont has... Oh my god, are they all the same town? Small town romance. I love that. Has other ideas. Soon she finds herself sucked into small town life. Dogs are saying yes to a bridesmaid dress. Listening to sexy chief of police in the shower. Ooh! But when Nash discovers Lena's secret, these friends become furious enemies, though the sparks flying between them don't know the difference between love and hate. I'm excited to read those. I'm going to count them for 112. So there's technically going to be 7 books on my TBR for the next 2 months. Please be an easy one. Oh, it's a short one. Read a book that has a map. Fantasy. I don't know. Read a book that has a map. I know one book's fantasy. Right, okay. I'll be 2 seconds. Found one. 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Flynn. Here is the map. That looked like Neverland. I've read Her Radiant Curse, which is a prequel to this. So this is the blurb. A princess in exile, 6 enchanting cranes, and unspeakable curse. Princess Shiori Anma has a secret. Forbidden magic runs in her veins until she loses control of the morning of her unwanted betrothal and is discovered by her stepmother, Raikama. Sorcerer in her own right, Raikama banishes Shiori, transforming her brothers into clones and warning her that she must speak of it to no one. For every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. But as Shiori searches for her brothers, she uncovers a dark conspiracy to seize the throne. To save her kingdom, she must place her trust in a paper bird, a mercurial dragon, and the boy she fought so hard not to marry. And she must embrace the magic she's been taught all her life to contain, no matter its cost. It's by Elizabeth Lim. I'm going to love it. I already have her Radiant Curse on my favourites. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more prompts. To like speedrun it. Oh, this one's long. Nope, that's to go on Netflix. I'm not doing that. Oh, one fell in my lap. Where's the skinny legend? I don't know if you'll be able to read it. That's what it says. Reread a book. Amazing. I wanted to reread a book, actually. What book do I want to reread? It's a new year. And what book? This one. Because it's the little dog in that time. This follows Christopher, who has Asperger's. And if you look, there's that. I literally just got it tattooed. So this follows Christopher, who has Asperger's, who discovers the dead body of his neighbour's dog called Wellington, and he decides to solve the case. And he discovers the mystery is not as simple as it seems. This is one of my top favourite books. If someone asks me what's my favourite book, I will either say this or I will say For Sight by David Clement Davies. And I like to reread this one every year. I tend to reread For Sight every other year because that one makes me cry. Anyway, last book. Where's the yellow one? I think this one is today as well. Got on Spotify. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing one where I have to go on an app. Oh, one fell out. I feel like this one is very cheaty. That is okay. There we go. Read a book that reminds me of your work in progress. So I'm currently writing a love book, a poetry collection of love. So a love story. Some romance. Last book. I'm gonna find one. It seems March. So January, February, March, April. March and April are for 2 months of starting a new series. Because there's 3 new series. Because there's also the Vancouver Storm series. This specific one is Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. Pardon me. He's the hot, grumpy goalie I've had a crush on in high school. And now I'm his living assistant. After my ex crushed my dreams in the music industry, I'm done with getting my heart broken. Working as an assistant was supposed to be a breeze, but nothing about Jamie Streetshirt is easy. He's intimidatingly hot, grumpy, and can't stand me. Keeping things professional will be no problem, even when he demands I move in with him. Beneath his surliness, though, Jamie's surprisingly sweet and protective. When he finds out my ex was terrible in bed, his competitive nature flares, and he encourages and spoils me in every way. The creative spark I used to feel about music is back. I'm writing songs again. Between wearing his jersey at games, fun rowdy parties with the team, and being brave on stage again, I'm falling for him. He could break my heart, but maybe I'm willing to take that chance. Romance books sound so cute. I could have technically chose a dark romance. So, yeah. Right. This. Let me just turn my camera around.